What's up, everybody? It's KelseeBrianaJai, and this is my first time being on camera in 2016. I took a mini break. I haven't posted anything since last year, so happy new year to everybody. Hello to all my subscribers, old and new. Thank you for rejoining me. I wanted to share with you guys the products and tools and makeup that I just absolutely adored in 2015. Whenever I did my makeup, these products always made a cameo with me. So with that being said, let me show you guys what made my top countdown for the year. Starting out, my first thing that I want to talk about is my Clarisonic. This is my Clarisonic Smart Profile, and Mel, Puffin's wife here on YouTube, she is the one who really just kept talking about this this tool, kept saying how it was good. It cleans 11 times deeper. I wasn't really wanting to buy it at first because I do have an Aria. That's another Clarisonic type. But this one is just so much better, and I'm so glad that I listened to her and actually got it, because this one just really gets all the dirt and grime out of your skin, and it just makes my skin feel soft every time I use it. So I'm so glad that I went ahead and got the Smart Profile, which is different than all the other Clarisonic. My second skincare favorite would have to be the Purity One Step Facial Cleanser, and this right here has won so many awards, and that's for good reason, because this skincare facial wash is the best. It's so gentle, yet it cleanses your face totally. Your skin is going to feel so clean and pure after you use it. And also, I'm able to just really work it on my eye area. What cleanser do you know that's not going to burn your eyes? Even Johnson & Johnson Baby Wash says that you can put on your eyes, but it burns the hell out of your eyes. This does not burn your eyes, and this just breaks down makeup, and it just makes your skin feel clean. I use it a lot in conjunction with the Smart Profile, so I love this combination. If you have a Smart Profile, definitely check this out. If you don't have a Smart Profile, check this out. It's a great cleanser. This one is more so of like a later favorite. I tried this in one of the Sephora sales towards the end of the year. This one is the Peter Thomas Roth Firm Peeling Gel, and you probably saw this make its round on YouTube where everybody was obsessed with it, and for good reason. Basically, you can apply it like almost like a mask on your face, and then you let it sit for a little while, and then you gently start to exfoliate the skin, and the dead skin just rolls off your face. And I'm an apprehensive person. I think everything is a scam. Like, everybody knows that. I think everything is a scam. So when I first used it, I was like, this is not working. That's rolling off is just this. But then the next day, I was able to really see the difference and how I didn't have the dead skin like on areas that I normally do. I have a lot of dead skin on my chin and around my nose, and it wasn't there. And everywhere I used it, my skin was so soft, and it did not irritate my skin. So this is a thumbs up for me. I definitely will be repurchasing this. I try not to overuse it, so it's not so it doesn't lose its ability to actually work on my skin. I use this maybe like once a week or once every other week, and it still works great. Next, I really love this Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. There is one thing I do not like about it, and I'm going to be completely honest. The smell is so lemony. Like, every time I put it on, I'm like, now that's the smell of clean pine salt. Like, that's all I think of when I put this on my face is pine salt. But it feels like butter on your skin, and it makes my makeup lay so sickening. So it's like, I want to stop using it because of the smell, but because of what it does, I suffered through the smell, and I continue to use it. I got this from Sephora. They sell it on BobbiBrown.com. This stuff is bomb. I have combination skin. Normally, right now, my skin is really dry pretty much almost everywhere. Put this on, your makeup is just going to glide on your face. This stuff is so good. If you're a person that doesn't like anything heavily scented, though, go ahead and leave this alone. But if you can suffer through the smell, it's very citrusy, just to be warned, but I love it. These primers were so popular this year that I almost did not include it in this video because I didn't want the video to be cliche almost. That was kind of hipster. Anyways, This one right here was my baby. This one is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizing Primer, and this one was the mattifying primer. I don't use it right now because it literally all the oil out of your face, but during the summertime, especially in the summertime, if I wanted to use something a little bit more dewy, a more dewy foundation, you put this on, your makeup is going to stay. It's almost like it cements the oil back in your face. If somebody was super oily skin, you're gonna really like this. It does what it says. These Makeup Forever primers are the truth. They do what they say they're going to do. Next, the Kiehl's creamy eye treatment, avocado eye cream. This is a staple of mine for years now. I'm on my bajillionth bottle. Also, Kiehl's has a program where if you save, I don't know, I have to check it out, but I know they have a recycling program similar to Max where you bring in your empty containers and you get something for free. I don't know what it is, I forgot. But anyways, this one is the creamy eye treatment, the avocado one. You put this on your eye and it immediately makes my eye area feel hydrated. It feels so much smoother. I love this. It always feels cold. It doesn't matter if it's been in the refrigerator or not. It's going to feel cold. I love the Kiehl's avocado eye treatment. I use it every day and night, day and night. Avocado eye treatment all day. The last like skincare favorite of mine, hands down, this Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. I got this back during the summer, but I already knew in my heart and in my soul that I was going to be loving this during the winter, and I am. I use this every makeup application. I'll either spray it directly on my face or I'll spray it on my brush, but it's just like this very fine moisturizing mist. Whenever my skin feels dry and tight, which is pretty much every day at this point, 2 sprays of this and it's just really going to make your skin feel soft and supple. It feels like liquid silk. I love this stuff. I don't know of anything like this. No, it is not like Max Fix Plus. Max Fix Plus feels like wet, watery. This one feels like thicker, moisturizing. Like, just try it. If you have really oily skin, even in the wintertime, you probably won't like it. But if you have drier skin, combination skin, wintertime, dry, chapped skin, try this. The Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. It's expensive, but it's good, girl. So then next, I'm going to move on to foundations that have really stolen my heart this year. This one, I did not really expect to love this foundation as much as I do. This one is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation, and I wore this summer as well as wearing it now. I'm in the color Y405, and it's just like this. It looks like it's going to be thick and cakey, but it's not. It smooths out your skin and it makes you just look airbrushed. Is the way that I feel when I wear this foundation. What I do is I do a few stripes and then I blend it out with my beauty blender, and it gives the most beautiful coverage. You don't have to do a lot. A little goes a long way with this foundation, and I just absolutely love the effect that it gives. Next, the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation is my favorite foundation ever. This bottle is about done, and I've already purchased another one. This foundation is on heavy rotation in my foundation routine. Every time I wear this foundation and I go back and I look at pictures and I'm like, oh my god, my skin looks really nice that day. If I can jog my memory to remember what foundation I have on, it's almost always this. It literally makes my skin look like luminous silk. It looks like a glow from within, and it smooths out my skin. I don't have a lot of pores, but I do have texture areas on my face. It smooths them out. No matter what brush I use, if I use a beauty blender, whatever brush, it's going to smooth it out, and my skin is going to look like butter. Try this out. It's made by Armani. Sephora sells it, Nordstrom sells it. Pretty much every high-end retailer, Barney's, Neiman Marcus, Saks, they're going to sell this. Try it out and see the results for yourself. Go get a sample. Try it out. Now, this foundation is a newfound favorite. This one is the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream. Okay, so I have this foundation on now. If I ever want a foundation to not budge, to look flawless, to give full coverage but not looking like full coverage, to make me feel like a glamazon, this is the foundation that I go for. This foundation gives me no problems. I'm able to apply it and gives maximum coverage without looking like cake. And it just smooths out any imperfection. Like literally, I look like I have flawless skin. I don't. This foundation is bomb.com. I got this from Sephora. It's a little bit thicker. So I used mine with a beauty blender most of the time. Today I used it with this brush and it just glided on my skin. I love this foundation. They have such a good range of colors. And Becca is so amazing. It's such an amazing brand. And a lot of people only look at Becca for their highlighters, but check them out for complexion stuff because they have amazing products. This concealer has been in constant rotation with me for a few years now. This one is the MAC Pro Conceal and Correct palette. And I have all the colors of that they make in my professional kit. I have two concealer palettes for myself. And this one is the medium one. And basically, you can do such a variety of things with these. You can use this for your under eye concealer. You can use it to correct different areas on your face. You can use it to spot conceal. You can even use this as foundation if you want to. This concealer was not only a favorite this year, but it's my favorite of all time. In order for concealer to beat these concealers out, it's going to have to do something phenomenal. I have not found a concealer yet that beats out the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Since I bought this concealer, I don't know if I bought it this year or last year. Since I bought this concealer, every other concealer in my collection pretty much has gone unused. I use this concealer underneath my eyes. I use this concealer on my face. I love the way this concealer glides on. I have two. This one is Biscuit and this one is Custard. Custard I got to do the highlighted look when I want to be a little bit more dramatic. It's a little bit too light for me, so typically if I want to be super highlighted, I'll mix these two. So I probably am going to get the one in between Custard and Biscuit, but I love these concealers. I'm already on like my third NARS Custard concealer of life. Love these concealers. I mean, they give like such a beautiful full coverage, but then it looks like satin on the skin. So next I have a few powders to share with you all. Now MAC dominated the powder section of my favorites this year, but I do have one that is non-MAC. So of my MAC powders that I love, Studio Fix Fluid has constantly been in rotation in my makeup collection for such a long time. So it's inevitable for me to include that in the favorites. If I ever need a little bit more coverage with whatever foundation I'm wearing, I'll just reach for my Studio Fix powder and it'll give me that flawless finish. However, if I want to look just like I'm glowing with just like minimal effort, I'll use this powder. This is the MAC Care Blend powder and it's just like a really nice velvety powder. I love this. However, it doesn't give you that much coverage. So you want to already have your skin perfected, and then just to set it to give you that effortless glow, this is what this powder is for. It's really good. And then the last powder that I use on a daily basis will be the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. These are baked powders that give such a luminous glow. I used it today. I love this powder in conjunction with pretty much all my foundations, but especially the Becca foundation. It does something to that foundation where it takes it to the next level. That is my favorite combination right now. So then the last powder that pretty much took everybody by storm this year was the Laura Mercier Translucence powder. This powder, no words, no words. I use this every single day to set my under eye. It looks like smooth. It looks like I have filtered my under eye area by how smooth it is. It looks like literally like I Instagrammed and use the blurring option on Facetune. This powder is the lips. I have quite a few favorites, but I tried to narrow it down the best that I could. Okay, so let me just go ahead and get started. So let me go ahead and show this because this is the only one that I have. This is the only liquid lipsticks that I have. This one is the Dose of Color Stone. I love this color. Every time I wear this color, I wear like maybe World lip liner with it and just this, and people always stop me and say, what is that on your lips? Most of the time I tell them they don't really even know what it is. They're like, oh, it's not MAC. I'm like, no. And they're like, oh, okay. They get a little bit confused because of the name. But anyways, I always get compliments on this one. I love this one because it's not super drying. I have on a liquid lipstick right now, and it looks pretty, but it feels like my lips are gonna break off at any minute. But this one does not feel like this. This one still feels, it's not as dry, like suck all the moisture out of your lips dry. And I appreciate that. So Dose of Colors, major thumbs up for this color. It was super hard to get and super popular, in demand for good reason. It was great. Okay, so let me go ahead and do my favorite lip glosses. Okay, so lip glosses. I loved my Cinderella lip glosses when I got them. Like, I just love them. They look so whimsical. This one is called, what is this called? Glass Slipper, and then Happily Ever After. And you guys can't probably see it on camera, but they have like reflex of like different color glitters. So Glass Slipper is, which one is this one? Happily Ever After is like a pinky, light pinkish tone with blue and purple glitter in it. What I do to that? And then Glass Slipper is like a really pretty oh my god, it's just iridescent. I love these. I wish I had gotten more. I'm like scared to use them because I don't want to run out of them, but they're like, I don't know if you guys know that I love MAC Sugar Rimmed like to death. These are like sugar rimmed but on crack because they're so much more sparkly. And then the next is another MAC lip gloss that I wear pretty much on an everyday basis. This one is Spite. In some way I'm going to wear Spite. I will even wear Spite on top of Stone sometimes. So I'll do Whirl, Dose of Color Stone, and then Spite, and it's such a pretty lip combination. Try it. Thank me later. This lip is so gorgeous. It's like one of my favorite neutrals because I used to love MAC's Chai and they took that away. So then I started looking for another color. So I was like, I guess Spite. But I actually really like Spite as well. Speaking of, if MAC ever watches my videos, please bring back Chai. Like, that would be so popular right now. Like, so popping. Everybody wants gray tone nude lips. That would be so popping right now. This one is by Chanel, and this one is in the color number 46. And I know that it's called Giggle, and it's like this really pretty like mauve-y neutral color, and it's just like gorgeous on the lips. It reminds me so much of Kris Jenner lips. Like, you know, like those colors she wears, like she doesn't wear like nudes, like they're always like grown woman nudes. Like, this is a Kris Jenner nude. I love it. Lastly, I'm so glad I found this. This is Marc Jacobs Sugar. So when I was either in high school or early college, I was low-key obsessed with MAC Boy Bait. Boy Bait is a cream sheen finish, and if you all know me at all, I am not the biggest fan of cream sheens because I know I'm in the minority. They are not thick enough. So when I found this one, it looks like almost the same color as Boy Bait, but it's thicker, and I like the goop on lip glosses. I know I'm probably 1 in 5 million people that actually want their lip gloss to actually feel sticky, but I do. So when I found this and they reformulated these are phenomenal because I tried some before and they burned. I'm not a fan of super plumping like burny lip glosses. They reformulated. This does not burn. This reminds me so much of Boy Bait, and I'm so glad that I have it. And I'm so glad that Marc Jacobs mixed this bomb color. Thank you, Marc Jacobs. It's my favorite. I keep it in my purse. I wear it all the time. Any nude lipstick, this is a great topper. Okay, so when MAC came out with these, they killed the game. Easily my favorite MAC products of all of 2015, the MAC Vamplified, which I think that these were major slept on, super slept on. These right here are like a hybrid between a lipstick and a lip gloss, but they still feel like traditional MAC lip glosses, and they're pigmented and they're true to color. Oh baby, I got the majority of these. These are just the ones that I grabbed, but these are like, look at this color. I did a whole video. I did a whole entire video like reviewing these, and I'm just like when I did the video, I didn't have all the ones I have now, but these are so good. Okay, so lipsticks. I'm excited. Okay, so the first one I knew I had to have, boom. Had to have. Been about you and I'm still about you. This one is Lavender Jade. It was from the Bow Bow One collection. I saw this when I still worked at MAC in the update book, and I'm like, psh, mine, done, getting it. Little did I know I had to track this down. I actually bought this from a Nordstrom in, I want to say Michigan. Michigan had to send this to me. Next, the Toledo collection. Toledo collection also was a collection that was just super beautiful. I still don't know who those people are to this day, but they sure did make a hell of a beautiful collection, and I love them for that. So this one right here is called Oxblood. Round of applause, baby, make that clap. Like, Oxblood was just this gorgeous peachy nude color. Love that one. Major key. Alright, so then this one has gotten a lot of love from me this year. This one is Tom Ford Pussycat. I love this color. It's like this muted mauve color, and I'll wear a pussycat with this. Can you talk about lips be popping? Love that combination. At any given time, this lipstick is going to be on my purse. This is the most perfect nude that MAC has ever made. This one is Pillow Talk. It's this gorgeous caramel, salted caramel lipstick, malted caramel. Just gorgeous pillow dream of a nude lipstick. This one deserves some type of an award. This one deserves to be permanent. Let's take away some of those white nudes and let's put this one. I already have a backup of this. Like, so perfect. I loved this collection. This is the MAC Giambattista Valley, and it's the one where the lipstick bullets are different colors. And I love this collection, to be honest. I love it just for packaging alone. Like, this is like such a collector's edition. Like, if you're a MAC collector, this is a collection that you did not want to skip. I love the colors in this collection. And I see on Instagram where they're doing one with the nudes, and I'll be in the store to buy the one with the nudes. I love this. It was so cute. Okay, so now we're talking formula. The NARS Audacious Lipsticks. Woo, hot fire. Now, I love these colors, but I love pretty much all the colors they make. These lipsticks feel like, what's something that feels really good? They feel like sunshine hitting your face after a long day, and you're on the beach and you got your toes in the sand. You're drinking a Bahama Mama and you're in the Bahamas. That's what these lipsticks feel like on your lips. This one is Anna. Similar color to the Tom Ford one that I showed, but it's a little bit lighter. And I'm not even just talking about colors right now. So if you don't like the colors that I'm showing, cool. Find some that you like. I mean, it's such a good variety of them. This one is Dominique. Dominique is such a hot color. I actually think this is gonna be my birthday color. I think I'm gonna do Dominique for my birthday color. And then my favorite lipstick formula of the year, of life, the Christian Louboutin lipsticks. These lipsticks are so luxurious. Anytime your lipstick looks like a weapon and a beautiful ornament at the same time, you know that it's gonna be some type of trouble. These lipsticks are $90 each. I have amassed, I don't know, 5 of them at this point because I can't get enough of them. Now, I have not tried anything but the matte ones, but the matte ones feel so good. Like, oh, they just feel like just luxury on your lips, honey. Love these. This one is Rouge Louboutin. I love all of the matte ones. So get one. If you love matte lipsticks, these do not feel like anything that I have in my collection. Just a little keynote there. Try it out. So brows. This category is very, very small. Simply because I only really used 2 different products on my eyebrows this year. those two products are the Anastasia Brow Wiz, which deserves an award, and also MAC Pro Longwear Brow Set, which has contributed to the longevity of my eyebrow hairs, even in the most crazy of cases. It doesn't matter whether or not I go work out. When I'm done working out, my eyebrows still gonna be on fleek. Love these two products. Definitely check them out. They come in a variety of different colors. You won't be disappointed. So moving on to like eyeshadow bases and things of that nature. The MAC 24-hour eyeshadow base plays such a crucial part of my makeup life this year. This stuff is so good. So I mean, if you ever wanted your eyeshadow to stay put for a week, this stuff is like eyeshadow non-repellent glue. It keeps your eyeshadow there, and believe it or not, even though it's clear, it's almost like, it feels like almost like Neosporin almost. It clears, it dries down, not greasy. It's gonna have your eyeshadow popping. Alright, so then this one is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Glitter Glue. Look at my eyes right now. I hope you can see them. Oh my gosh, this stuff, if you have a sparkly eyeshadow and you want it to be even more popping than what it is, put some of this underneath it, put some on top, pack it on top, and you're going to have the sparkliest of sparkly eyes ever. If you do your eyeshadow and you have some loose glitter, then pat some of this on top. Pat the loose glitter on top. It's going to make sure that it adheres and none of it's going to fall down on your face. And it also doesn't feel like that weird way. You know, sometimes if you put something sticky on your eyelid, then you can kind of feel it. Not this. Another MAC Chromographic pencils are so good. These are the best eye pencils that MAC makes, period. And I mean period. These are just buttery. They're just like far superior to any other eye pencil that they make at all. They have all the colors you can think of, any primary color, and they even have neutral. So this is the best black eyeliner I've ever tried in my entire life. This one is the Marc Jacobs Genius Gel Eyeliner Pencil. And I love this one so dearly to my heart. It is so black and creamy. If I ever am going to put black on my waterline, it's going to be this pencil. It gives the most intense black. It glides on. It does not tug or pull at your delicate eye area, and this stays like no other. I've always had problems with black pencils being, if they're creamy, then they're going to smudge and they're going to smear and they're going to bleed and you're going to have black down here. With this eyeliner, this is never the case. It is never the case. This eyeliner is so good, and I think that they repackaged them because some people were complaining that they were drying out. Mine did not dry, has not dried out, and it is phenomenal. I mean, I will buy this again and again and again. I think this eyeliner is like $30. It's worth it. It's worth buying one eyeliner, black eyeliner, versus to experiment, even though I probably still am going to experiment. But it's just so mind-blowingly good that I've literally used it the past 6 months and not even thought about buying another black eyeliner. Like, I don't even care about any other black eyeliner because I got this one. Now for my top black eyeliner, I rotate. This one is the Makeup Forever Ink Liner. Yeah, this is the business. And then I have the Inglot number 77 eyeliner, which I didn't even know about until, when did I find out about this? I didn't even know about it until September of 2014. Nobody even told me. When I found out about this black eyeliner, I ordered it a few months later, not even gonna lie. I didn't even order it immediately. But after I ordered it, what are other cream eyeliners? What is it? This is the blackest. Like, it literally is like a pot of black, dark, deep. Like, it's so black and pigmented and it does not move. It's amazing. I love this. Love it. So now lashes. So honestly, I did not think I was gonna like these lashes, but they ended up being my freaking favorites. Like, I love when stuff like that happens. Like, I had literally no hope for these lashes. I almost was going to return them. That's how much little hope I had for these lashes. I was like, these don't look like they're gonna be good. They look stiff and blah blah blah. I ordered them because I wanted to do this. Basic. Anyways, I wanted to do that, and I am so glad I did, because these lashes are so bomb. These are the Huda Beauty Scarlet No. 8 lashes, and this is what they look like. I've worn these lashes probably 7 times and they still look new. The lash band is stiffer, which is something that I complained about before, but now that I've worn them, I see why they need to be that way. And also it helps with the longevity of the lashes, so I'm able to reuse them several times. Those lashes are amazing. I'm definitely picking up more, like, for sure. I have 2, and I plan to get like 4 more other styles. Like, they're that good. And then if you're on more of a budget, these are not MAC lashes, but I took them out of their original case. These are the Ardell 203s. These have been my favorite drugstore lashes. These are the double stack lashes. Now, I know they're dramatic, but when I put them on, they look just like perfect for my eyes. Like, I just feel like they just make my eyes, they just set my eyes off. I just feel like they're just meant for me. They should call them the Ardell Kelsees. Like, they just fit my eye shape. I love these lashes. Let's move on to eyeshadows. My first favorite that I almost forgot about, but I wore the heck out of it when I first got it, is the NARS Christopher Kane collaboration in Outer Limits. This one is by NARS, and it's this gorgeous duochrome. It's set like in a peach tone, but it has duochrome sparkly shimmer in it, and I love this eyeshadow. I wore it so much when I first got it. I almost have forgotten about it because I buried it, because I barely wear stuff on camera that you aren't able to get. So I'm glad that I saw it at the last minute, because this definitely was heavy on my favorites list earlier this year. And then, oh my gosh, I put on this eyeshadow just because I know that I'm doing this video, and it's not a tutorial. So I just wanted to get another wear out of them. Like, you can see how amazing these are. These are the MAC Dazzle shadows. They're like pressed pigment glitter. Like, look at this. Look at. I have this one on my lid right now. This one is I Like to Watch. This one is probably the hardest one of this collection to get. Like, is MAC kidding with me? I bought all of them except one, and I only didn't buy one because I was supposed to switch with somebody with the one. I never switched with her, so I still haven't bought it, but I need to buy it because I still see it on the website. I need to buy that one so I can have all of them. But I bought all of them except one. These are breathtaking. Eyeshadows are so good. Oh, they still have some of them on the website. Get the ones they have on the website. They are so good. Okay. Okay, these are the Melt eyeshadow stacks, and I went ham with these eyeshadow stacks this year. I used to take these everywhere with me. Every time I would go out of town, every time I have somewhere to go, I'm putting these eyeshadow stacks on. And I got both. Mel got me one last year for my birthday, and oh my god, I love them. Look at this. This one is the Love Stick stack. Like, these eyeshadows are so insanely pigmented, and they just are so gorgeous on the eyelid. Like, what is, girl. This one is the Dark Matter stack. Girl. These are some gorgeous eyeshadows. We're almost there, boys and girls. We're almost there. Okay. You knew it. You knew this was going to be on the list. The Visor palettes. The Visor 01 Neutral Matte. Duh. If you watched my Pound KBJ PA series from last summer, then you will see me go on and on and on about how bomb this eyeshadow quality is. And I still think the same thing. I still think that these eyeshadows are like heaven sent. This palette, everybody talks about how good this palette is because it's a good palette. Try it. It's so good. it just feels so like good. It's just like, oh, just so good. It felt so good I had to buy this one. This one is the 04 Dark Matter palette. I use that a lot in my eye look today. Like pretty much every eyeshadow on my eye today is from this palette, with the exception of the MAC Dazzle shadow. So good. Now this is one I feel like I'm late on I was late with. Everybody had already known about it, but I didn't know about it. This one is the Lorac Unzipped Gold palette. These eyeshadows look wet. Like, these eyeshadows are so bomb. And honestly, when I first saw it, I was like, that's going home with me. It was like love at first sight. It's such a nice palette. Lorac has some really nice eyeshadows. They're really buttery, and this eyeshadow palette is just so me. It's golden. It has like this really pretty yellow gold shade, this white gold. Every white gold eyeshadow, I always feel like I have to have it. Like, I don't know, it started with my obsession with nylon, and then since then every white gold eyeshadow comes home with me every single time. Speaking of which, I did not bring my Kat Von D eyeshadows. Those eyeshadows are so amazing. I almost forgot to talk about those, but Thunderstruck though. Like, the Kat Von D eyeshadows are so good. I have Thunderstruck, I have a gold one, I have the blue one, I have the green one. I have to get them all because the formula is so buttery and intense. It's like a pressed pigment, and it's just gorgeous. I've done a few looks with them. Check out my channel to see the looks that I did with those eyeshadows. But every time I use them, y'all always love it. One that I have not used in a while, but I still love it. This one is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette. I probably haven't used this palette in about 5 months or so, but I also did a video on this in my Pound KBJPA. And I love this eyeshadow palette. A lot of people ask me to compare it to the Vise Art, but to me it's just like 2 different types of eyeshadows. I love this one in its own Kat Von D way. I love this eyeshadow palette. These eyeshadows work very well on my skin tone, and also they work well with each other. Love this one. And then the last eyeshadow palette that I have, which is like, I was mad that nobody even told me how bomb this was. But I am a huge fan of eyeshadow. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of these types of eyeshadows. This is the Tom Ford Nude Dip. And these, like, by these type of eyeshadows, I mean like these really finely milled, glowy eyeshadows. Like, they just really, really get me going. Like, they take me to another level. I love eyeshadows like this. This one is just my favorite Tom Ford eyeshadow palette, period. And I'm so glad to have it. I am aware that it was limited edition, but I'm so appreciative that Tom Ford saw fit to bring it back for me. Blushes. I don't have that many favorite blushes just because I am a creature of habit when it comes to blushes. Of all the makeup, like, of anything that I do in my makeup routine, my blushes kind of stay the same. And this year I do want to get more, but last year these are pretty much the ones that I used pretty much all year. This one is the Freshen Up Highlight Powder by MAC. When I first got it, it had a gold overlay, but after the first couple times I used it, the gold overlay disappeared. It left us with this gorgeous coral ombre effect, and I love this. I would swirl it, and it just gives like this really pretty, nice glow from within. Another MAC one, which I've been using this heavy for a long time. This one is Petal Power, and it looks scary in the pan, but it's like NARS's Orgasm, except it is so much more intense, and I love that about it. It's like this golden, glowy, peachy. It's just so pretty, and it goes pretty much with every look, and I wear it with pretty much every look. I love that one. This one, I mean, I have to fight myself to stop using it, and I kind of hate that I put it in a palette just because of this whole palette. I use this one the most, and this is Breath of Plum. It looks like dull. Like, look at it next to all these colors. It looks dull than a mug, but on your face it's this gorgeous neutral color. Like, so if I don't want my cheeks to be really doing anything, I have dramatic eyes or dramatic lips or whatever, and I just want my cheeks to just be there, but like in a neutral way, this is like my go-to, and it complements my skin tone oddly in such a good way. And lastly is my absolute favorite that I use every day. This is Tom Ford Savage. This blush has swooped in, is replaced the whole big dang on collection of blush that I have amassed over the past, I don't know, 15-20 years. And this is the blush that I just pretty much use all the time. Tom Ford is my lover. I love this blush so much. It just makes my face look glowy. I have it mixed in a little bit to that here. It just goes with every highlight. It's like a highlight base. You put that on, you put your highlight on, your highlight is guaranteed to be popping. Like, no questions asked. Okay, so now my bronzer. My bronzer has really, like, the Hourglass bronzer, like, when I first got it, I did not think I was gonna like it. It looks too light. It looks like it will do nothing on my skin. When I put it on my skin though, I go from Kelsee to Kalo. Like, it brings out the best glow I've ever seen on my skin. My skin looks so glowy, so healthy with this. It is so good. This is the Luminous Bronze Light. Now, if you're darker than me, I can't see you loving it as much as I do. But if you're my skin tone or lighter, you need to run to Sephora, not walk. You need to run and get this blush and get this bronzer and tell them Kelsee sent you. Now this right here, I have also been loving this. I actually just got this. This is NARS Casino. This came as a recommendation from somebody. Sorry, don't really remember who you are. But during the VIP sale, I was really interested in getting a NARS bronzer. I know that the other one was a little bit too light for me, but I never thought to even try this one. When I tried it, I was immediately in love. Like, it was just love at first stroke. That's what he said. Now, highlight and contour. This is like... This Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate in 0 Intensity 2 has been such a game changer for me. I didn't expect to like it. I just thought I was going to think it was okay. I went to the Sam Fine and Renee Vasquez class. Both of them recommended this. And ever since then, baby, it's been like on my favorites for, I don't know, probably 2 years now. This one is the MAC Sculpt, what is it, Shade and Light? I don't know what MAC calls these powders, I forgot. Sculpt and Light, Sculpt something. But anyways, MAC comes out with these periodically and they keep them online all the time. But I think they're at most counters now, but these are so good. Like, they have names like Light Sweep and Emphasize, like that. These are so good, y'all. Like, these are so good. I have them on my face right now and it just instantly brightens. But then on the flip side, I got all of the contour shades and I use them all. Like, these are so bomb. These are easily some of my favorite highlighting contour powders. Now to the nitty gritty. So let me show you my favorite brushes. No. Let me show you my favorite powder highlighters for the year. I love these. These are the Anastasia Illuminators. This one is Starlight and this one is So Hollywood. Now, I bought these because I would see So Hollywood on everybody's cheekbones on Instagram. So I was like, you know what? I need my cheekbones to look dripping wet, like a star, like a shooting star, just gently grace my cheek. So I bought this one. And I actually bought this one later. This one is Starlight. But like, would you believe I love this one more? And it's like this really pretty white. I know why I love it more. It's white gold. No wonder. That iridescent kind of color. This one looks so beautiful when I put this on. I love that one. If you don't want to put this on and you don't want it to be that intense for the day, I'll mix these two together. It is the most beautiful combination. I love this one so much that I bought 3 of them. This is MAC Oh Darling Extra Dimension Skin Finish. And this, I had to make myself stop using it. The MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish formula is superior to almost this formula, if MAC made these permanent, MAC would have the juice again. Like, I know everybody makes highlighters, but MAC made these first, and I feel like that was the biggest mistake of their makeup lives, not to make these permanent first. They had the juice first. They didn't even know. They didn't even do it. So they came back out with this in a collection this year, and I snatched up 3 of these. I have the other color. I don't love that color as much on my skin tone. It's a little bit dark for me, but this one, girl, this is my baby. This is Becca's Opal. Now, with all the highlighters that come out, sometimes I forget about Opal, but whenever I put Opal on, I remember why Opal got me popping. Like, Opal, I could put, oh girl, I gotta put a little bit of Opal on right now. You can put a little bit of Opal on with almost any, and I mean any makeup look, and it just looks gorgeous. Opal is just like such like that luminous gem. Oh, Opal. Last. Woo! Now this glory. The Tom Ford Mood Light, M-O-O-D, Mood Light, because they have one called Moonlight, M-O-O-N. Mood, M-O-O-D Light is so amazing. Love has truly been good to me. This highlighter combination, sometimes I use this one by itself, sometimes I use this one by itself, but together they're a movement by themselves, but they're a force when they're together. Now, the last portion of this video is going to be my favorite brushes of 2015, and it was hard for me to select my favorite brushes, but I narrowed it down based on a few things. Which ones did I always use? Which ones was I just like infatuated with for the year? And these made the cut. Okay, so firstly, the Marc Jacobs Face 2 brush. Now, this brush is so amazing. It lays my foundation down in it goes 0 to 100 real quick. I can just apply my foundation here and just smooth it on my face, and it makes my foundation look like it's my skin. I don't know if it's the design of the brush, if it's the hairs, I don't know what it is, but this brush is so good. This is probably going to be on my favorites list forever. So of course, when Marc Jacobs, because I love the Face 2 so much, when he released the Face 3, of course I had to give it a chance. So I got the Face 3 and I was not disappointed. I'm so glad that I got the Face 3. It's like more of a kabuki buffer brush, so you can use this with your powder or your liquid, and I love them. I don't love them equally, but I love this one as well. Face 2 got my heart. I have this one, this right here, this brush right here. Wayne Goss knocked it out the park with this brush right here. This is the Wayne Goss number 2 brush, and I love this brush. I love it so much I want another one. I love this brush for setting my under eye, and I also love it for highlighter. This brush is so soft and it's so like expertly tapered that it is almost the perfect brush. I've been looking for a brush like this, like the way it feels, the way the bristles feel on my face, the way it's cut, the size of it. I've been looking for a brush like this for so long, and Wayne Goss answered my makeup prayers and sent it my way. Thank you. I have a crap ton of MAC brushes just because MAC was my first baby. I've been shopping at MAC since I was like 8 years old, so MAC holds a special place in my heart. But this one right here is the MAC 128 brush. This is my favorite foundation brush of all time. It's so densely compacted, and it allows you to really buff in your foundation and get like that gorgeous blend. Love this brush. So this one is a new brush that MAC came out with this year. This one is the 135 brush, and I love this brush for so much. I will use this brush for my highlighter. I'll use it for my bronzer. I'll use it to set my foundation like with the powder. I love this brush because number one, it's flimsy, but it still has some structure to it, and it's so soft. So if you have not tried out this brush, then use it, especially if you have a bigger face like mine. People with smaller faces, you might not enjoy it as much as I do, but I love it because you can get stuff done in a shorter amount of time. the 138 brush. This brush is so good. It's a tapered brush. It almost reminds me of the Wayne Goss brush, except for it's bigger. I love this brush for, again, contour. I use this brush for pretty much everything. I'll even use this one for blush. This is my favorite powder brush that MAC makes of all time, and this one is always available. So if you need a 5 powder brush, this brush is superb. New brush that MAC came out with. They came out with this one with the water weight foundation. This one is the 196 slanted brush. Now if you want your foundation to go on like full coverage, then this is a good brush for you, because it lets you basically spackle the foundation on your face. This brush gives you so much control. I love it. I love it. I even love this brush. Like if I'm gonna do a cream blush, this brush is excellent for that. I love this brush. If I'm doing, like when I do my cream highlight and contour, I'll even use this brush for that to buff it out. And I love it. It does not move my foundation. It's just a bomb brush. And then this one is the 125 special edition. It came out with the wash and dry collection, and this brush right here is so bomb for bronzer that I just use it and I buff my bronzer out so much. This brush is almost always dirty. I had to wash it for this video. I wish I could have gotten my hands on another one of these brushes, but this brush was super hard to get a hold of. I wish MAC would make this one permanent. It's split fiber and it's fluffy. So it reminds you a lot of the beloved NARS Ita brush, but it's just fluffy. It's good. And then lastly, a brush that I did not even think I liked at first. This is the MAC Oval 6 brush. I use this brush so much. Whenever it's clean, this is probably what I'm grabbing to do my foundation, just because it's like a toothbrush. It's cool. It's like a toothbrush. You can just really like buff your foundation in your face, and it just makes it kind of just glide on, and I just like the feeling. It's almost soothing for me to use this. I love this brush. I love the finish that it gives with my foundation, and I also like the way it feels. So this one is amazing, and I'm so glad that I got it. It definitely was a favorite of mine in 2015. And then lastly, the last 2 products that I have to talk about, of course, are Tom Ford, because before this year I had this many Tom Ford products, and now at the end of the year I have this many Tom Ford products, and I'm so glad that I just actually delved into the actual brand this year and will stop being so basically I had sticker shock. But once I got over that, I'm in love with this brand. I can't stop buying from the brand. The brand is a luxury brand, and you feel it in every way. The handle, the way the brush is, like just the overall look of the brush. This one is the cheek brush. It's so soft. I use it for my blush every day. And then this one is the bronzer brush. Now admittedly, I don't use the bronzer brush as much as I use the cheek brush, but these feel like the softest hairs. These are just so soft. They're amazingly soft. These are, oh my god, these brushes are so good. I love the Tom Ford brushes. The Tom Ford brushes, these brushes are some of the most expertly cut brushes ever, and I'm not stopping until I get all of them. But I hope that you guys enjoyed my video. Let me know what your favorites were for 2015. Thank you so much for making it to the end. I know this video is long than a fool, but I'll talk to you guys later. Smooches. Bye. Let me know what you gonna buy in 2016. Let me know what you gonna buy in 2016.